Hi everyone, I'm Mark and welcome back to CricketBatInfo. Today what we've got is a Gray-Nicolls Elite. It's been sent in by Bills_cricket_bats on Instagram. Bill's local to me and he dropped in this plus the Michael Slater test opener replica and also that lovely Kookaburra Bubble LE. And I just want to say that if you do enjoy the channel and you want to help me, then do things like the video, share the video, encourage your friends to subscribe, watch the videos to the end, and there's also a super thanks button if you want to help me on a financial level. It's 4 degrees tonight and I'm freezing my butt off, so I'm going to get on with this. So what we've got here is a replica that GN are doing. They seem to release one every year. So looking at that bat there, it's a stunning piece of timber actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 grains across the face. Reasonably straight. They sort of vary from being really tight on this end, on the right-hander's outside edge, to different. It looks like the bat's been tapped up with something. Bill is a collector, so he doesn't use these bats. Yeah, you can see some sort of dents or something, maybe. Not sure how that happened, but you can see those marks. Interesting. Obviously if you were oiling and preparing a bat, then that wouldn't be such an issue. But I guess if you're a collector, you want your bats in the most pristine condition they can be. So that's unfortunate. The bat itself is really nice and I really like that profile. So this is modelled on a mid-80s bat. The Elite, and it's got that very traditional sort of shape that you would have seen going through bats like Gunnermore, you know, those sort of styles of bats in those days. Very full, very even edge heading all the way up, really big thick toe, really big thick shoulders. So we'll have a look at that. Now I did try and find out if there was any information on the internet. Found a post on Facebook where somebody's got one of these original ones, Elite 500s. Looks like a velvet bag there. So that's one of the original ones. That was posted by Gray-Nicolls themselves. Obviously one of the collectors there. So the Cricket Hub in Tasmania were selling them. You can see there 2021-22. It says there that production was limited to 200 bats for each model. So they had the LE and the standard 500. So there you go. So yeah, I do like the look of it. It comes with a different cover to what the Slater did. This is the more common one. So RRP for these bats, it depends where you were looking. I'd sort of had a look through, I think it's the Internet Time Machine, and go back to that sort of time frame, and they were probably $725 to $800 around there, depending what time of the year you sort of got them. Everything is as it was. It's even got the little tag on it. You can see there that those grips, the super grip, is a lighter. It's starting to discolor already. I didn't show that on the Michael Slater. This one has a Y, which represents that production run, so that would probably be in 2021. Maybe around May or something like that. So before that would have been X, and I guess this year will be Z, and who knows, they might start around A or go, I don't know, AA, who knows. The stickers themselves are really stunning. They went for this texturing, if I hold that up, that has Gray-Nicolls actually within the background. So you can see that just there. And that occurs right throughout. Big, huge, long sticker. And unfortunately for this one, it looks like it just bubbled there. I feel sorry for the person who had to put this massive long sticker on, and because these are all individual strands, that is an absolute pain in the butt to apply. You can't, there's no point trying to fix that. And because of how good the grain's in, who cares? It's just one of those things that happened. It could be that it was fine and then in the heat, it unglued itself. But yeah, I love that profile. Those traditional profiles always look cool. Big, massive, thick toe, and it sort of holds that right throughout to this area here. So you've got a bat that's sort of focusing right in that mid low spot, but they call this a mid bat. So it'd be interesting because that edge profile is pretty consistent through. That generally means you'll get a bat that has a fairly evenly distributed hitting area, not sort of focusing at any particular point. But yeah, definitely a lot of wood left here, and then it's of the offset all the way back here from where the edge peaks there. But you've got these lovely massive shoulders here, which I do like to see in these bats. And that looks like it's thin, but we'll give that a measurement just to see what it's actually like. Shoulder, 20.9. Top of the splice, yeah, 35. Top of the edge, which I'll say is probably around here, 34.6, around 35, 36. That's fine. Like probably 36 would be optimal. But you know, it represents that type of bat from that year, and it's probably a centimetre bigger than what they actually came out with in reality. Up here at the top of the toe edge, 28.5 with that rounded toe, very traditional, and 3 centimetres in the top here, and that spine sort of peters out about there. So nice sort of duck bill going on there, just lots of wood in that lower area. So, you know, if you want to chase your drives and occasionally clamp down on a Yorker because you're a bit too excited, you're going to have a toe that's fairly well protected, not just because of the thickness, but also because it's round. I'll put it through the gauge so you can see more of it, and you can see those grains do look lovely going through the toe there. Do like that. And you can see the top of the spine is underneath the gauge, not by much, so maybe sacrificing a mil or two, and probably a mil, half a mil on the face. So fairly good. As far as the width goes, probably sacrificing maybe 3 mil. I imagine this is about 106.5 or something like that. Let's measure the spine in a mid-low, 65.5. Have a look at the width of the bat. So 107.3, that's no issue. Really nice profile. So with all this thickness down in the toe area here, even though we've got some weight and thickness up here, one of the things with Gray-Nicolls bats is, you know, they're sacrificing a lot of weight up here by putting on the binding and these thinner grips. It saves them about an ounce, maybe 0.7 an ounce, which they can put that wood down into the shape. But it can leave you with a bat that doesn't actually feel, you know, like it feels a little bit heavy in its pickup. So let me just feel this bat out. The pickup is not optimal. It's not heavy, but it's just medium. So, you know, like I would describe this bat, middle order batsman would feel they've got a lot of power in their hands. Somebody who's really going to be playing through with a lot of energy. Feels 2.9 to 2.10. I wouldn't describe it as a light feeling bat. And let's see what it actually weighs. So there you go, 29.6. Yeah, it feels about that. So, you know, once again, if you do enjoy the videos and you really want to say thank you to the people who send them in, people like Bill, then give a like. You can also comment on the videos. Sometimes the owners are actually in there who can give you a little bit more information about how the bat went. Let's give this a tap up, starting at the toe. So already starting to feel good in a low position, as you would expect. And right as that mid-low blow starts, really going well. Even nice through the mid. Remember, we've got that edge extending up, and it's still going up here. got action all the way through. You've even got some action up here in a mid-high position. That's a really, really nice profile. Yeah, I do like that. Really, really nice. And I do wish that they would, you know, if players these days weren't so fascinated with big edges, then we can move back into bats that actually, you know, put all the wood right where it needs to be in your hitting zone. I mean, you know, if there's no point as a player buying a bat that's really expensive. Remember, these are 700 to 800, so this is probably, you know, what a decent amateur player, that's sort of their price range, and because of the durability that's built into this shape, you're going to get plenty of use out of it. Maybe the handle may start to fan out because of the binding issue there, but that's very easily fixed. But yeah, plenty of wood in the playing area. Really like the shape. Maybe it's because I'm old, who knows? Think about the bucket list, what sort of things you would like to see. But don't go asking me for new bats. I don't pay for the bats, I don't buy the bats, and I don't sell them. So this is purely a channel that's about the hobby, about the enthusiasm, about enjoying the products that these bat makers design for us that help us to make runs. So if you've got something like that and you want to show it to the viewers, get in contact with me. The only caveat is you have to pay the freight there and back, but you don't pay for the review. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much, Bill, for supplying this bat. Have a look at his Instagram page. I'll leave all the links in the description. Anything I've shown you, I'll leave the links for. So thank you very much for watching. We'll see you on the next video.